What's going on, everybody? Okay, it's Friday morning. It is 7:28. Only brought the one pole, and I'll be using the world's best catfish bait. Because honestly, that's the only bait I got with me today. I only have catfish bait on me. So it is what it is. So, with that being said, wonder if I should move the holder or the... There you go. It's kind of a better-ish view. Well, hell's bells. I left my damn... I was wondering where that damn rag was at when I was, packing up everything. And today, instead of that big black bag, I just put a couple of damn... Yeah. I just put a couple of damn Walmart bags together. And there you go. Cause I still got this one and this one that's not open. I can hear the helicopter. I can't see it. Wow, I could hear the helicopter, but I sure as hell couldn't see it. As loud as it was probably a military. Yeah, they're calling 40% chance of rain, only 40%. But, yeah. I don't see it. Are you serious? I just lost a bait on the first cast. bait just came right off. Okay. Let's try this again. I hadn't even had a chance to put it in my chaw yet. Huh. Yep. Yeah, oh yeah, and then yesterday I found my pair of sunglasses. I thought I lost them out here at the cove. Oh no. They were in my room in a corner. I didn't realize they were, that was, yeah. Yep. Woke up at 4:30 this morning. Took my neighbor's roommate to her job at McDonald's. Let's see now. Went to racetrack. And yeah, got me a tub of Stokers. So yeah, and we got my tobacco. And of course now, folks, tobacco, especially the moist snuff or chew or whatever, it is an addictive habit. It's actually more addictive than smoking. For nicotine is a addictive chemical. I mean, I should know. I've been doing this since I was 17. And that was back when you had to be 18 and not 21. Yeah, I don't know whose bright idea it was to up the age to get tobacco to be the same as the drinking age. I mean, 'cause I can just about guarantee you, these 18, 19, 20-year-olds, they're finding ways to get it. I mean, the age to get tobacco should be 18, not 21. Yeah, sorry, folks. I'm just kind of lowering that down. Kind of make it easier to see the line if it runs. And that's just assuming, of course, if the turtle hadn't already took it. I mean, honestly, I probably could have gotten some minnows instead. Oh, yeah. I was wondering if that was in view. I only say that because, well, I got the, because right where this was at, it was right in front of the pause button. That's on the screen. Yeah. Oh, and yeah, yesterday when I got home from my video yesterday, had to do 3 attempts to upload the video because the damn Wi-Fi was acting up. Well, I guess it's no surprise. That's Windstream for you. And of course, with all the construction going on around Bell's Ferry, you got all the power poles that were on the, depending on where you're coming from, if you're going like if you're taking Bells Ferry like you're going towards Cobb County, power poles are on the right. Well, they have been building new power poles and putting them on the left side and moving the lines around, including the Wi-Fi lines. So, there's that. think I think I lost my yes I did. Got no damn bait. And of course, now when I started this video right here, phone's at 88%, so I probably won't be able to do this for no more than maybe to 2.5 hours, if I'm lucky. I gotta get another power pack charger. So I could try to do a 3-4 hour video like I have in the past. Now what's funny is let's see, I think it's like, I forgot if it's been 3 weeks or a month ago I cooked that Spam up. I still got it in a bag in a cooler. I mean, that shit's gotta be stinking to high heaven. I mean, I would say, yeah, try to go get it, but I don't feel like leaving the spot to go back up that hill of the trail, come right back down. Cause that'll be about a 20-25 minute trip. You know, on foot. And of course, you know, to all my subscribers out there, hope y'all are having a good Friday. Huh. I can see some bluegill swimming around. Yeah, I've been seeing this line get tugged, but I'm pretty sure that was probably a turtle. Oh shit. I had the damn hook hit me in the face. And of course, yeah, the book I'm reading, The 18th Abduction. When I got home, I also read that book for a while. Let's see, I was on chapter 10. I am now on chapter 43. You know, it's actually, it's a good story here. You got a woman named Lindsay Boxer. She is an officer at San Francisco. They're investigating a teacher from a prep school gone missing. And her husband, Joe, Joe, is a federal investigator. And he is investigating a man named Petrovic. He's a vicious person from Bosnia. A woman named Anna said that she saw him in San Francisco, and then Joe found him, has been tailing him, and found out that it is in fact Petrovic in the USA under a fake name. To escape his war crimes he committed in Bosnia. Now, as the story goes along, the San Francisco police found a body in a no-tell motel and it turned out to be the missing teacher, but there's two others that are missing too. They can't find them. And this is a teacher that's has a dark side. Apparently, she's teaching kids during the day, but at night, she's turning tricks in hotels or motels. And apparently, they first were ruling it a suicide. And then they found these cut marks on the dead teacher's body. And the autopsy report showed that the teacher had been roofied. And she was murdered. And it turns out it wasn't a suicide. She wouldn't, she didn't commit suicide. She got murdered. And they found the body hanging in the bathroom. So was murdered and made it look like a suicide. And her whole body was washed down with that little bottle of free shampoo that you get in the bathroom at the hotel or motel. And then the housekeeper that discovered it has now gone missing. So they don't know if the housekeeper got abducted and killed or she's just running and hiding. But the medical examiner, Claire Washburn, has determined that that this teacher's death was death by asphyxiation or by asphyxiation. And of course now Lindsay and Joe do have a daughter. And Lindsay has a sister too. Because sometimes when the people she's trying to hunt down, they find where she lives and they try to kill her there, so she ends up running to her sister's house a lot. But hey, that's the life of a cop. Some of these officers of the law in life go through a living hell, especially when it comes to them trying to track down and find someone. So yeah. A cop's life is not all glamorous. Go getting the sunscreen on my head. Sometime today I'm gonna be shaving my head today. I meant to do it yesterday, but completely forgot to do it. I mean, because folks, I keep my head bald headed all year long. So so from winter, spring, summer, fall, I keep my head shaved all year. just in case I do catch one today. Yeah, and folks, if y'all enjoy watching my videos, if you enjoy watching me come out here, to fish and showing the importance of being patient and having fun. And of course, if you like the stuff I talk about, hit the like and subscribe to the channel and hit that share button. Because let's see now. I got subscriber number 50 on Monday. It's Friday. I still can't go live. Because every time I click the live button, it goes, almost there. Get 50 subscribers. I got 50. And yet I still can't go live. And I don't know why. It's kind of annoying, actually. You know what? Hell with it. I'm just gonna raise this up as high as it goes. Now this thing right here was not a bad price. I think I paid under $2 for it. I even got ourselves a little bit of a breeze this morning. I don't mind that one bit. A little breeze don't hurt nothing. Now when I'm casting out though, I'm not throwing it too far out. I'm throwing it right where, because as you first walk down, when it starts to go down a little bit, and then at one point it does a little bit of this, and right there is where you're most likely going to find a catfish or two. Because let's see now, the catfish should be spawning. And throughout the times, I've caught some fairly decent sized catfish out here at the point. Snap, crack, and pop. Let's see now. Oh, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 7. 7 turtles. But then again, like all ponds, rivers, lakes, reservoirs. You're always going to find a few turtles out here, no matter where you go. Yep, I see a turtle. Oh, I see a second one. Oh, there's a third one. And they all three submerged underwater. And folks, for those that were born in the late '70s and early to mid '80s, I mean, y'all remember the times when you know your parents didn't give a damn about where you were, as long as you got home when the streetlights came on, and as long as you didn't come home with a cop. I mean, the times where we weren't allowed in the damn house. If we wanted something to drink, we had to turn on the water hose and wait a few minutes for the water to cool down. Man, those days take me back. I don't think I got anything. I don't think I got any bait. Oh, something tugged at it. But yeah, like I said, back when I was growing up, even during the summertime, there was no stay in the house all day, play video games. If it was a sunny day like this, man, my parents was like, get the hell out of this house and go do something. And don't come back until about 6, 7 o'clock. But I mean, I've actually had a couple of teenagers actually ask me, wait, were sinks not an option? And I had to explain to them, I'm like, no. Sinks were not an option back when I was growing up. Because I even told them we were not allowed inside the damn house. And if we were just going to sit in the house all day, we were going to do chores all day. I mean, from the vacuuming to the mopping to the sweeping to wiping down the walls, dusting, taking out trash, mowing the lawn, cleaning out the cat litter box. I mean, there was no. I mean, unless it rained, we all had to be outside. And that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday and Saturday. And then Sunday after church. As soon as we got home from church, that was it. You know, they're like, my parents say, okay, got your church clothes, get your street clothes, go out and play. I mean, this is something that Gen Z and Gen A don't get or don't realize. It was that there was no stay inside and play the Nintendo. There was no or Super Nintendo or the GameCube. There was none of that. Only time we played video games is if it was raining. And then of course, oh, I can't forget the Sega Genesis. There was no stay inside the house and play Sega Genesis all day, or play the or if you want to go outside and play the Game Gear, okay, because that was the portable Sega. I mean, because hell, most of my friends when we were growing up, if we weren't outside playing baseball or outside playing football or playing kickball or kick the can, we would have about $20 worth of quarters and we'd go to an arcade. But the point is, we were not inside our parents' house all day. or and of course, riding bikes through the neighborhood, riding bikes up and down trails. Or even going out, or I mean, hell, if we went fishing at times, we we got on our bikes, we were holding our poles, we were holding whatever bait we freaking found and dug up, and we pedaled our asses down to the freaking lake and went fishing for 5, 6 hours. I mean, there was no, oh, I want to stay home and play Mario, or I want to stay home and play, you know, Mortal Kombat on the Super Nintendo. I want to play this, or there was none of that. None. Like I said at the beginning, it was either you go outside and play, or you stayed home and did chores. It was your choice. But unless it was raining, or unless you were grounded, there was no stay home in the house all day, especially not during the summer. I mean, hell, during my time in the summer, there was no stay at home because I was always in travel baseball leagues, and I was always playing baseball. You know, I mean, we didn't get a choice at all. We did not get one single choice in the matter. And these turtles are getting on my damn nerves. And of course, now back in when I did get a chance to play video games. Now this was way before they started doing the rated E, rated E10, rated T, rated M. That didn't exist. That did not exist. You know, and I've seen so many stupid parents today. They sit out there and they will sit there and buy their kids Grand Theft Auto. They'll buy their little 10, 11-year old. Oh, hey, here's Grand Theft Auto, and they would buy it for them. But then when they commit the crimes that they see happening, they want to sue the game. They want to sue the creators. Or or they'll play Resident Evil, and then they'll be like, "Oh, I'm so scared. I'm too scared to go outside. I'm too scared to do this. I'm too scared to do that." But what gets me is parents are suing the creators of Grand Theft Auto because their kids were seen breaking into people's cars trying to steal things. I'm sorry, the creators of GTA did not tell your kids, "Hey, do what this character does." No. I mean, I played Grand Theft Auto when I was a teenager, but did I go around breaking into people's cars? No. And it's because I actually had some common freaking sense. Ah, damn it, bait came off. Damn, in an hour and a half. That's twice that's happened. That is twice. So, I mean, parents today, y'all need to be parents and have your kids play outside during the summer and not just sleep all damn day and play video games all night. Because when I was a kid and teenager, I already had everything planned out. Um, if it was Monday night, I would go to bed after Raw went off. I would play a few games before Raw would come on. But then once Raw went off the air, I would go to bed. I'd wake up at 7, 8 the next morning, and I'd be out somewhere playing basketball, shooting some hoops, waiting for my friends to show up. And then I would then, grab and sometimes my friends would grab would grab our baseball gear, and then we'd be playing baseball all day. And how even during the school months, um, after school we'd go to the library for a few hours to look up some research on what we're studying. I mean, I remember I think I was in sixth grade. Now this is back when sixth grade was not middle school yet. It was elementary school back in when I was going to school was kindergarten through sixth, and middle school was seventh and eighth, and then high school 9, 10, 11, 12. But in sixth grade, I had to do a project about the country of Colombia, South America. So yeah, I would go to the library, and go through the encyclopedia, and write down all the info about Colombia, for what their imports were, what they were known for. And it was actually a pretty fun project. I learned about a country. And of course, during the times when I was in school and I was getting ready, when Raw was on, um, I kid you not, I'd be sitting there looking at the TV screen, and then I'd be sitting there doing my homework, Oh man, I saw the line really start to tighten. Oh yeah, and I guess also if I really want to get technical, the original Game Boy. I mean, and I ain't talking about the Game Boy Color or the Game Boy 3DS. I mean, I'm talking about the original gray Game Boy. I mean, with the black directional pad, and then you had your two buttons, A and B. I mean, I still remember back when I had the Game Gear. Man, I kept getting in so much trouble. Uh, I couldn't sleep at night, so I would cover my head. I would cover myself completely in about 2 or 3 layers of blankets, and I would have the volume down, and I'd be sitting there playing the Game Gear. I could not count how many times I would hear. All of a sudden, I would hear in the back. I'd be hearing "busted." I mean, I'd be playing World Series baseball on the Game Gear. Yeah, I think I'm gonna, even though I got the little holder, I'm thinking about just just holding on to the rod. So if I see that line pull out, just yank. I mean, I can just barely see the line, but I can see it. But yeah, like I said, when I would get busted playing the Game Gear at night, oh, especially on a school night, oh my lord, I'd get yelled at so bad. Then I wouldn't see it again for a week. I caught it, but then that's just what I mean. My parents didn't play. But that was only because one time I played a game too late at night. Slept through my 6 o'clock alarm. Now, mind you, I was like 10, 11, and 12. So, needless to say, slept through my alarm. It's just like that song by Criss Cross. I missed the bus. Oh, I missed the bus. I missed the bus. Oh, I missed the bus. I'll never, ever, ever, ever do it again. And boy, I never did again either, because boy, when my parents found out, I got my ass tore up. Oh, and then any game system I had, I lost for a month. I mean, my parents really weren't strict, but, you know, they just taught me, the consequences for actions. Because, in life, all actions have a consequence, good or bad. It don't matter. I mean, it's like the old saying, for every action, there's an equal but opposite reaction. So, yeah, that's just the way it is. I mean, hell, it's just it's like history classes today. When I took history, every piece of history was taught. But now, with as soft as each generation seems to be getting, they've removed a lot of the history that I was taught. Damn it. I mean, yeah, not all history is great. Not all history is good. But we have history to learn from the past. I mean, seriously, was slavery a bad thing? Hell yeah. I mean, do I think it was stupid for the southern states to secede the nation and become their own independent nation? Yeah, I thought that was stupid. Considering the southern and northern states, you know, we're fighting the UK in the Revolutionary War to give us the freedoms we have today. You know, for the freedom of speech, the right to bear the freedom to bear arms, to be able to be out in public and record things. You know, your freedom of choice from whether it's religion or whatever, that's your right. That even today our soldiers are fighting to defend everybody's rights. I mean, honestly, I'm surprised there's as much of Georgia here than there is now after Sherman burnt most of this state to the ground. And I mean starting from Atlanta down. I mean, Sherman torched this state to the ground. And it was to make a point. Okay? He burned all the cotton fields. He burnt all the crops. He burnt all the mills that that this state had, not only for to make the cotton shirts, but also he burnt all the steel mills. Okay? There was a place called Cooper's Furnace in Bartow County. That was a steel place. Sherman burned it. So that's what I'm saying. Cause I also believe that where Cooper's Furnace is where a lot of the Confederate soldiers got their guns. So he took out the Confederates' way of having any kind of weapons. But yeah, I mean, I think one of my cousins at one point said that the history books they had, they completely took out the slavery part. Because of today's descendants that came from them, they didn't want to be reminded anymore of it. Well, America learned from that. Oh shit. Okay. But the thing of it is, even during the times of slavery, here in America, you actually had black African Americans on this soil selling slaves. Okay, and where America got their slaves, okay, the country of Africa sold their own people to come here to be slaves. I mean, I know for some that's a very hard pill to swallow, but it is facts. Both the white and blacks were selling slaves. So, I mean, two wrongs don't make a right. I mean, it's like it's just like, I mean, look what America did to all the Native American tribes. They came here, they sold their land, and they said, "Okay, get the hell out of here. We got you a spot where you can go to." Well, and that was wrong. And now I have a decent, you know, um, bit of Cherokee blood in me. A part of me wonders if I should really see how much, and see if I can get in on some of the profits that they got going on at Cherokee Harris Casino. I mean, I could do that, but I'm not greedy. I mean, I got a little bit of greed in me, but not to the point where, you know, but people gotta understand, the past is the past. You know, and we're supposed to learn from the past. But you know, I mean, with the way that today's generation is being taught, they're being taught that the American government is your sworn enemy. Well, you know, if it hadn't have been for the government in this country back in the late 1700s, you know, 1776, this country will be ruled under the UK. So just think about that for a minute, folks. If that be the case, companies like Ford, Chevy, Dodge, they would not exist. Not really. If the American colonies had lost to Great Britain in 1776, we'd be under the rule dictatorship of a king or queen. Oh, for this case, since Elizabeth II has passed, there's now King Charles. But now today in England, the king and queen thing is just a title. It's not an actual rule. They don't rule like they did 200-300 years ago. It's not like how Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Iran. Those are countries. Well, actually, there's more U.S. military bases in Saudi Arabia than you think. But for Iraq and Iran, in any other Middle Eastern kingdom, they are ruled by a dictator. If you didn't think a certain way, you got killed. And you'd be killed out in the public eye. Just like that. Real quick. So, so for those people out there that are being paid to be these agitators, going, no kings, no kings. Well, I hate to break it to y'all, but America has never been ruled by a king and never will be. The only king is Jesus Christ. He's the king of all kings. He's, There's a military plane flying above me. Yeah, at least that damn thing ain't flying about 500, 600, 700 feet above the damn trees. I mean, I've seen some military planes flying above here before, and some of them, they flew so damn low, I could read their numbers and letters on their tail. And then I've also seen some of the military jets flying low to they're out there doing their recon training. I think once or twice I've heard them shoot their guns off, because they'll be flying over like open fields, and they're doing target practice. Now they hadn't done that in a while. But let's see why. There's two. Oh, there's three. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I just counted 9 turtles. The hell? Did something just get on this? Oh, okay. I thought something was on the damn. I thought something just bit into it, was starting to pull for a minute. I was like, what the freak? But as I was saying though earlier though, people today should not get so offended by the histories of the past. They should read about it, learn about it, but the important thing to learn is, not all of America's history was good. I mean, there was some good, there was some bad, and there was some. Why the hell did they do that? Because I mean, if you really think about it, too, um, even during the Revolutionary War era, there were slaves then too. But I think they were actually done better than what they were from the 1800s. Yep, and of course now enough for the school talk. But don't know about most of y'all, but I cannot wait until for football season to start. Let's see, Georgia Tech will start their season off this year with Colorado. Then they play Tennessee. Now, Tennessee, that's going to be a good one. That should be a good game. Going to have to see about how Tennessee will look this year. And hey, who knows? This year, Georgia actually might make it to a championship. Who knows? I know the past few seasons they won their conference championship and got that one whole month off of not playing, and then they would lose that one opening that second round of the playoffs. They beat Mississippi, they beat Ole Miss in the regular season. Then Ole Miss met them in the playoffs and took them down. Now, for any Notre Dame fans out there, it's no disrespect, but I just don't think that they should be allowed in the playoffs because one, they're not in the conference in football. Because they want to be a bunch of greedy little cows and suck up all that NBC money. Yeah, that money from NBC and Peacock. Every sport they have, they're in a conference except for one, football. Notre Dame is in the Big Ten in hockey. And the other sports, they're in the Atlantic Coast Conference. They're ACC in baseball, softball, basketball, swimming, golf, track and field, soccer, lacrosse. That's just to name 8 of them. But there's a bunch more, and they are in the ACC. And when Notre Dame picks their schedule, they pick the weakest of the weakest teams. I mean, they played Miami because they thought, oh, Miami's going to be weak. Miami took them down. Then they took on Texas A&M. They thought they'd be weak. Texas A&M beat them. And while Notre Dame kept winning, Miami and Texas A&M kept winning, and ultimately Miami made it to the playoffs. Hell, Miami went to the championship. And they got beaten by Indiana. And Georgia Tech and Notre Dame, they got a bit of a history. I mean, Georgia Tech's got a decent win-loss record on Notre Dame. I mean, Notre Dame has beaten Georgia Tech, but Georgia Tech's beaten Notre Dame. You know, it's just what it is. You know, it's like every year when Georgia Tech plays Georgia. You know, they call it clean old-fashioned hate, but in my opinion, they ain't nothing clean about that hate. That is just pure hatred. Between Georgia Tech and Georgia. You know, a rivalry that's been around since 1893. I mean, hell, even back when in the 50s when Georgia Tech was in the Southeastern Conference, let's see, Georgia Tech and Alabama have faced each other 12 times during that era. And Georgia Tech has been lucky to beat Bama at least 3 times. And of course, back in the 50s too, Georgia Tech had a decent win-loss record against Georgia. And I think back in the 50s, Georgia Tech had a 7-5 record against Georgia in the 50s. They beat Georgia to oblivion back, I think, 54, 57, when they won, I think, their third national title. I think it was 57. I'll have to relook that. But Georgia and Georgia Tech, they both have 4 national titles to their name. Georgia's last was 2022. Georgia Tech's was 1990. So yeah, so far it's going on. It's been about 25 years since they last won the national, or 30 or 35. Let's see. When they won it in 1990, I was 5, about to be 6, but I was still 5 at the time. So yeah. It's definitely been a long time. I mean, just like in college baseball, it has been about it's been about 20 it's been about 20 years since Georgia Tech last went to the World Series. And I honestly thought that this year Georgia Tech had the caliber to make it to Omaha, but they just fell short. And they did. They just fell short. They beat Oklahoma one time, but they couldn't beat them two more times. Georgia Tech had the lead in both those games, and they could not do it. Now, I'm not going to try to sound like I'm some kind of sore loser, but Oklahoma did have help from the home plate umpire. But, what's done is done. The Yellow Jackets had the opportunity, and they just did not take it. What do I? Oh, it's a stick. Shit. I thought I had something. All right. I'm going to probably try one more time. Then I'm just going to go ahead and call it a day. Because it's not looking so hot right now. If I catch something, hurrah. But if I don't, well, there will be other days to fish. Because I got here about 9:28. Oh no, 7:28. So it's probably about. So it's probably about 10 o'clock. So yeah, it's probably about 10:04, 10:05. Holy shit. Okay, well, folks, I just got the 20% battery warning. So, and I just freaking, something just yanked and pulled. I had it. I mean, something just yanked and pulled, and I just missed it. So now I'm about to pack up because now I just got the 10% warning. But I hope you got to enjoy watching me come out here, try to catch a fish. Unfortunately, I fell short today. But just don't forget to hit that like and subscribe to Jason Fishing Videos. Until next time, guys, peace out.